In the often perfectly calibrated ecosystem of K-pop, where everything is scheduled, predictable, and curated, the emergence of a genuine, personal desire is a rare phenomenon. It is a desire not born from marketing strategy, not from contract negotiations, but from the heart of a legend who, from her pinnacle, saw a star shining in a different light. What happens when a pop deity, an icon who has shaped Korean culture for 3 decades, singles out one name, not as a colleague, not as a competitor, but as a fan? This is the seed that was planted, a narrative that began with a simple admission and has finally blossomed into a long-awaited meeting. Today, we trace the journey that is set to converge 2 seemingly parallel worlds. Stray Kids Felix, the golden-voiced giant of the new generation, and Jung-Hwa, the Madonna of Korea, an undeniable legend. This is not merely news of a collaboration. It is a case study in how authentic fandom can cut through industry hierarchies to create a genuine cultural moment. On November 23rd, at 6 p.m., a historic meeting is scheduled. Felix of the top-tier K-pop group, Stray Kids, and the legendary diva Jung-Hwa will finally share the same stage. This meeting is the climax of a public narrative that began months ago when Jung-Hwa openly expressed her admiration. But to understand the magnitude of this moment, we must step back and examine the landscape upon which these 2 artists stand. Let us begin with Jung-Hwa. In an industry hungry for novelty, her name is an institution. Since her debut in the 90s, she has been more than a singer, she is a cultural phenomenon. She shattered conservative boundaries with her music and fashion, becoming a symbol of the modern, powerful woman. Hits like Poison and Invitation were not just songs, they were the anthems of a generation. Her transition into acting was equally successful, cementing her status as a true entertainer. At the peak of her long-sustained career, an admission from her is not trivial. It is a form of legitimization. On the other side, from a completely different generation, stands Lee Felix. Hailing from Sydney, Australia, he is a product of the global-era K-pop. As a member of Stray Kids under JYP Entertainment, he is part of a group defining the genreless sound of modern K-pop. But Felix possesses a captivating paradox. Behind his sharp visuals and energetic performances lies a deep, warm baritone voice, a contrast that instantly captivates. His gentle personality, often dubbed Sunshine by his fans, creates a universal appeal. He is not just an idol, he is the bias of many other idols. Then, the spark ignited. It happened on one of Korea's largest variety shows, Knowing Bros. In a segment, the conversation turned to admired idols, and there, Jung-Hwa, without hesitation, named one person, Felix. She described him with palpable admiration, calling him so cute and expressing how she really wants to meet him. The admission was not contrived or forced. It was sincere. It was the voice of a fan. The internet, of course, exploded. Stray Kids fandom, Stay, celebrated. Recognition from a figure like Jung-Hwa is a great honor. But behind the euphoria, a hanging question emerged. Would this end as mere TV talk, or would it become something more? Then the reply came from Felix's camp. Through the platform Bubble, he conveyed his profound gratitude. He wrote, "I'm so flattered. It's such an honor. I hope we can meet someday." A public dialogue had begun. The desire was now mutual. The seed had germinated. A confession on TV, a reply on social media, 2 worlds began to converge. But in this complex industry, desire alone is not enough. Mechanisms must work, schedules must align, and interests must converge. Was the genuine wish of a legend and the respect of a young star powerful enough to move the industry's machinery? In the next part, we will delve into the moment of transition. From hope to reality, we will uncover how this meeting was finally scheduled and analyze the first wave of shock felt throughout the industry. This is the behind-the-scenes story you might not have expected. The world may see it as a simple fairy tale. A legend likes an idol, and so they meet. But behind the scenes, in quiet meeting rooms and across hundreds of exchanged emails, that fairy tale had to undergo a complex process of negotiation. Jung-Hwa's sincere wish and Felix's warm reply were only the first chapter. The next was written by managers, agents, and producers, the architects tasked with turning a dream into a scheduled event. The question was no longer if they would meet, but how, where, and why within a business context. This is our investigation into the machinery powering this cultural moment. The official announcement finally came. Through the official channels of Jung-Hwa's agency, a schedule was posted. November 23rd, 18 hours, an event, while still shrouded in some mystery, explicitly listed Felix of Stray Kids as a special participant. This was not a hastily announced music collaboration. This was an appearance at Jung-Hwa's event. The positioning was clear. This was the invitation from the legend, graciously accepted by the successor. The wording of the announcement was strategic. It was the long-awaited meeting, directly referencing the prior Knowing Bros episode, cleverly leveraging the public narrative already in place. This is where we enter deeper analytical territory. Why is this meeting more significant than it appears? A two-way stream of legitimacy. For Felix and Stray Kids, this is a monumental, symbolic achievement. Being admired by an artist of Jung-Hwa's caliber is not just a compliment, it is a cultural endorsement. It places Felix in the ranks of idols recognized not just by the market, but by the industry's top-tier players themselves. It strengthens his artistic validity in the eyes of the broader Korean public, who can sometimes look down upon newer generation idols. Conversely, for Jung-Hwa, this demonstrates that she remains relevant and connected to the evolving music landscape. She is not static. She is actively appreciating and engaging with new voices. It rejuvenates her brand without diminishing her authority. A masterclass in organic marketing. JYP, Stray Kids agency, and Jung-Hwa's agency alike understood the value of this narrative. Instead of forcing a collaboration that might feel contrived, they allowed the story to develop organically in the media, building anticipation naturally. By scheduling this meeting at Jung-Hwa's event, they avoided the impression of Felix riding on her coattails. This is an equal partnership, built on a foundation of mutual respect, a masterclass in public relations. The impact on the fandom. For Stay, this is a My Bias Got Approved by a Legend moment. It creates a profound sense of pride. Older fans of Jung-Hwa, who may not be familiar with Stray Kids, are now curious about the young man their idol holds in such high regard. A bridge between generations is formed, potentially expanding the fan base of both artists. So the machinery has worked. The meeting is scheduled. But this leaves one monumental question. A question that will determine whether this moment is remembered as a sweet photo opportunity or a significant starting point. What will truly happen on November 23rd at 6 p.m.? Will we witness a duet, an interview, or something entirely unexpected? In the final part, we will explore the possibilities, examine reactions from within the industry, and offer our vision of what all this means for the future of Felix and Jung-Hwa. A stone has been thrown into the still waters of the Korean entertainment industry. The meeting between Jung-Hwa and Felix is not the end of a story. It is the beginning of a ripple. Every spreading wave carries potential, the potential for collaboration, cultural shifts, and questions about the future. Now, with the stage set and the cameras ready to roll, we must ask, what is the legacy of this long-awaited encounter?